Okay, so now we can start, I guess. So, hello everyone. Greetings and warm welcome to the second session of our webinar series on open source events. I am Sakshi Singh, your host for today, and it brings me immense joy to see all of you here. In today's session, our focus will be on one of the most impactful open source events, the Google Summer of Code 2024. GSoC offers a platform for aspiring developers to collaborate with renowned organizations and mentors from around the globe. But what exactly is GSoC and how does it work? To answer all these questions today, we are honored to have Dhruv Tyagi as our guest speaker. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce him. Dhruv is not only a final year undergraduate, but also a remarkable developer, advocate, and an active contributor to the open source community. His journey is nothing short of inspiring, marked by his invaluable experiences with Google Summer of Code 2023, Siemens, and the SixthSensAI. He has worked extensively with Django, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. As a Google Summer of Code student developer at Red Hen Lab, Dhruv has developed a multimodality pipeline for analyzing human interaction within a multi-model context. So let's give a warm welcome to Dhruv. Dhruv Tyagi, I guess. Just
Yeah,
a second.
thank you. Yeah, am I
Hello,
audible?
Dhruv. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, hi Sakshi.
Hello, Dhruv. I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So, without any further delay, let's start with this session. Dhruv, the floor is yours.
Okay. So first of all, hello everyone. Am I audible clearly? Yeah. Am I audible,
Yes, you
Sakshi?
are audible. And people, you
Yes,
can
sir.
also turn on your cameras if you're comfortable.
Okay. So hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank uh, everyone for joining this session. So talking about me, as you all know, my name is Dhruv. I'm a developer advocate intern at -0 right now, and I'm a final year graduate at HBTU. I did my GSoC in 2023 at Red Hand Lab. It was basically into the field of ML, AI, and deep learning. And before that, I also did my two interns. One was at SixthSensAI and another one was at Siemens Private Limited. So yeah, this is my complete journey. Now, yeah, let's deep dive into the session. Let me share my screen. Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, first of all, I will like take the session for like 1 hour, and then I will take all your queries which you are having in chats. Okay. So first of all, let's discuss what GSoC is basically. So GSoC, as you all know, is Google Summer of Code. So with GSoC, the thing is that Google acts as a basically as a partner or member with open source communities. Like it's not a directly internship from Google. It is basically like Google acts as an intermediate between other organizations and like contributors, which we do the contribution for the code. So it's basically for promoting the open source culture in the whole world. By like they provide you a good stipend. Like for it's for a large project it's about $3,000, and for small project it's about $1,500 in India. So this is everything about GSoC. You can check their official website, Summer of Code with Google, to know more about it. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, let's see the timeline of GSoC, this year's GSoC timeline. Let me And yeah, sorry for not making slides. Like actually, I was running out of time, so I decided to share my screen and the websites only. Yeah. So this is the timeline for 2024. As you know that the proposals will be starting from 18th of March, like 2 days one, and the organizations are already announced. Now this is the period where we should start contributing in the organizations. And then afterwards, from 18th of March, our proposal period will begin. From 18th to April of 2, we can start contributing. We can start sending our proposals to GSoC and get them reviewed from our mentors as well. Yeah, on 24th till 24th, like the proposals will be ranked inside the organization, and on May 1, most probably the results will be out, who is selected or not. Yeah, you can check the complete timeline on the website. Okay. Okay, so like for GSoC, there are like many crucial steps. Like so right now, the most crucial step is like selecting a perfect org for to contribute in. If you don't select a perfect org, your chances might get reduced to very less in selecting in GSoC, because like if you select any organization which is not active, so it will be very difficult for you to get in GSoC. So sharing tips for you to select your organizations. Okay, so this is my blog on Medium. You can check this out. Okay, so basically there is a website. This website, you can check this out. It's a great website. So yeah, let me just open it. Okay, this site what we have a complete collection of all the organizations we have, and everything we need to select an organization is basically here. So like there are many different filters. So first of all, like to select an org, you should know your interest. Like mine was AI and ML. You should be aware of like what your interest is. So let's say if anyone, just select all the technologies you know from here, and then what you should do is like these are the years which the organization participated. So first of all, like there are like two kinds of organizations which take part in GSO. First is like which will be taking part in GSOC only this year, like new organizations which are taking which take part in GSOC only this year only, and there are other orgs which take part in GSOC every year. So for me, like I would like to suggest that the persons who are contributing from a early period of time, like they are contributing to GSoC from already to many years, they should try with organizations that have been coming from very good time. Like they are, you can select these filters, and like these are the organizations which are coming in every year. So let's say we check this organization. Yeah. So here is this graph. You can check like how many people have completed the project in GSoC for the previous orgs. So like first of all, you should select the filters and accordingly select some organizations. And afterwards, then like there are like 200 some organizations. Out of them, you will be selecting organizations on the basis of your interest. And then select the filters of the organization which are coming every year. So in this way, you will be left out with 10 to 5 organizations. And afterwards, check the organizations which are taking maximum number of people during GSOC. Like this organization is taking 5. There might be some organization who is taking 15. So your chances will be more to get selected in an organization which are taking 15 people. So this is how you get your you get to select the organizations. this is here a different filter, which is first time organizations. Let me remove them. Okay. So the thing with new organizations is that since they are announced only after the GSoC period, so no one have contributed in them yet. So for the beginners or the people who have not already contributing to the open source, these organizations are best to get into GSoC because their code base are usually easy as compared to other organizations, and you can since no one has already contributed, if you start contributing from right now, you have a good chance to get selected into them. So as I already said, there are two kinds of organizations. One is one new organization, and second is already like big organization like TensorFlow, Python, which are already taking part from many years. So people who are already contributing, like they have 2 3 PRs and they are contributing to their specific organization, go for the big organizations. Only one proposal. And for those who didn't contributed yet, select these kinds of organization because it will be easier for you because everyone is at the same level in them. Yeah. So I guess all these points will help you to select an organization. You can later check out this blog to get a clear idea. Okay. So yeah, like after selecting a good organization, what you have to start is, let me open the timeline. Just a sec. Okay, David. So once you select your organization, is right away because the time is till you have time till 18th of March. So before 18, start contributing to the organization as much as you can. Even if you can't like do a commit, if you don't able to do a commit, try to get into contact with the mentor and try to work on the project you want to. So first of all, like read this blog, get select like 2 3 organizations which suits your which suits your skills, because like they are, if you select an organization only on the basis of the number of people they are taking, not on the basis of your interest and technology you are strong in, there will be very less chance. So first of all, you should aim to get select an organization which suits your interest, and after selecting 2 3 orgs, then check out their GSoC page and check out all the ideas they are having, and select a project which you think you can clearly complete it. Like if you have already worked on similar kinds of project, it will be a bonus as you can showcase it in your resume while sending the proposal that you have worked on similar kind of project. So this is like you can select the org. Now after this, let's talk about proposal, how to make a good proposal for GSO. Okay, so first of all, like you can check out some GitHub repositories. Just GSoC proposal GitHub, and you will find bunch of repositories in which we have previous GSoC accepted proposals. These proposals like will you give you a fair idea how you can make a proposal specific. Like every organization have different proposals. Like you can check the link from here. Let's say this is the proposal. Okay. So first of all, like in the proposal, there are like 3 or 4 main things which you need to do. First of all, introduce yourself properly. What are the projects you have worked upon, and like why you are beneficial for the organization, all your qualifications and all those things. Then secondly, mention the PRs you have made. If you have made any PRs, mention them. What are the features you have done in them. Then secondly, you need to mention your project overview, like what are the things you have you will be working on the project, and what is your complete architecture and the overflow of the project. Then lastly, is your timeline in which you mention like from this month in this week I will be doing this feature, and in this week I will be doing this thing. Yeah, so I'll show you. There are many proposals, you can check them. I'll show you my proposal.
भाई अभी क्लास में चाल
Yeah, it's already uploaded on the on my LinkedIn. You can check it out there as well. Just a second.
Hey Dhruv. Dhruv, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, actually, there is a voice record from your side. Can you please refresh your network?
Okay, there's a like.
Yes, there is a lag and there is a voice record from your side too.
Okay, just a second. Okay, am I audible right now?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Yeah, sorry for the misinterpretation. Let me share my screen. Okay, so I was telling about a proposal. So let me show you my proposal. Just a second. You guys can check out my LinkedIn. It's already uploaded. Network is slow. for the network issues. Just a second, guys. Yeah, so just a second, it's loading. Okay, so this was my proposal. So like you can clearly see, I have explained the complete project overview I am going to do. Yeah. So in these goals and objectives, I have mentioned like what are the different phases I need to be done in my project, and I have clearly mentioned all the things I will be doing with references to the research papers as well. All the students like into the field of MLAI can relate to the importance of research papers. So it will be beneficial if you can ping the research papers from things you are using them. Then afterwards, you can check out all the challenges and other methods which you will be using, different approaches. Yeah, so basically you tell properly like who are you, and it's on like the proposal, how you make a proposal, it's specific to every organization, it's different for everyone. Like in my organization, they require a resume at the end in which you basically tell about everything about yourself. If your organizations require resume as well at the end, make sure to add the projects which are relevant to the project you are going to work on. Yeah, this will give you a boost in the selection process as you have already worked on similar kind of project. Then
Hey Dhruv,
afterwards,
can you please
there
turn
is
off the webcam?
what?
Hey Dhruv, can you please turn off the webcam because for the better audio connection, the audio is continuously breaking for a while.
Sorry. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. Am I audible right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So basically, in your proposal, first of all, you need to make sure that you introduce yourself properly. Then mention all the projects, all the methods, and the techniques you are using for your project, as I've already shown you. And you can also include this section, which is future scope and applications. So basically, these organizations prefer the candidates who will be with them even after GSoC. So in this, you can mention that that you will be working on the project even after the GSoC period, and you will be leading towards becoming a mentor in them. So this will give you an edge because they usually prefer those candidates. And then there's is a section called as tentative timeline. So this is a very important part of proposal because in like this part, you need to mention like from this week to this week you will be doing this part of the project, and then this feature or that part. So this is very important, and you should prepare it strategically. Like ask your mentor, and on the basis of how much you can do it, because in this like during GSoC we have two evaluations, midterm and final term evaluations. So you need to complete the things which you have mentioned during, like you will be completing these things before midterm evaluation. So you need to complete them. If you didn't complete them, you might fail GSoC. So like during my organization, there was one candidate. Like in my organization, six candidates were selected. Out of them, one got rejected in the midterm evaluations because he mentioned too much during his in his proposal, and he couldn't complete them. So basically, you need to make sure you don't try to make things overachievable, like you can do this much and you can also do, you like, or don't show them that you will do a lot of things. Try to make show things as per your capabilities. Then it will be good for you as well, and for others as well. So this is like, and you have to make it in depth, like from June to July, every week you will be doing this. You can check this out. Yeah, so you can ask your previous contributors in your organization about this, like how they prefer to make a timeline in your specific organization, so they could tell you. And later, these are some commitments you need to mention, like how much time you can allot to your specific project, and like how can you devote time and all these things. Yeah, so this is my basically my complete proposal. So I would like, whenever before making a proposal, like first of all, what you can do is uh, seek your previous GSoC contributors and ask them for their proposals. Like I asked three of them, and I had like three proposals from past year. And on the basis of the things they have described, you can describe similarly with your project and all the complete timelines. So this will help you a lot. And also you can like check out that GitHub link, uh, these GitHubs, to check various proposals. This will give you a fair enough idea to make a good proposal. Yeah, so basically after making proposal and submitting it, so what happens is, like, you officially don't need to do anything after submission of a proposal. But I would suggest you, if you are in some new organization or in any organization, I will suggest you to keep making commits after the submission of a proposal, because like this will give you an edge. Let's say you didn't make many commits before the proposal and you have sent it, but if you are constantly making proposals even after the submission of your proposal, it will keep an eye of the mentor that, yeah, this guy is good and he's doing work even after the proposal. So this will give you an edge. Okay, so this is like a complete view of like how can you select an organization and how can you make a good proposal. So like I would like to give you some tips which I followed. Like first is like engage with the community. By community, I mean specifically to your organization. Join their Slack, Discord, and mailing list, and communicate them. Like if you have while contributing, if you have any errors or like you are not able to set up the project, seek for the help from the mentors. And also you can like directly ask in the community, mention all what you have did and where are you getting stuck. Like also further, you need to make sure that open source, if you are doing GSoC, don't do it only on the sake of doing GSoC, or just for getting paid. Do it for the love of the technology and open source, and love of the project. Because if you are doing only for the source of as an income or something, you can uh, like it will be get short. If you are doing uh, making commits regularly and you are engaging in the community, there will be more chances of you getting selected in GSoC. Now, like there are some myths, like making 7 to 8 PRs will get you into a GSoC. For me, the thing that matters is like what is the quality of code you are writing. Like you will be aware of the controversy that has been going around recently. Like Indians don't make good PRs in during GSoC, and they make silly PRs like changing the README name. So I would suggest you to make to that whenever you are contributing, try to make some good contribution, add some feature, clear some bugs. Don't make small contributions, because at the end, quantity doesn't matter. It's the quality of the code that you are writing. So even if you are making 2-3 PRs, it's okay as far as you are making good contributions. Now, also there are some doubts about how many proposals one should make. Like I said earlier, there are two kinds of organizations. If you are focusing on organization which is which take parts every year and is big, like let's say TensorFlow or GSoC, Python, or OPR. So in these kinds of organizations, I would like to prefer you that focus only on making one proposal, only specific to that org. Because if you will put your own efforts in that proposal, your chances will be very high of getting selected, because you have already made PRs and will be focusing on one PR. And also that while making your proposal, they ask you to mention in how many organizations you are applying to. So if they can see you that you are passionate towards their code base, you are only submitting proposal to them only, then it will show them that yeah, you are not only seeking for the to get into GSoC, but for the making contribution to their code base as well. And for the people who are not who are not contributing from earlier, they can, like I already tell them, ki seek the new organizations, and for them they can make more than one proposal. uh, One proposal for the big organization and one proposal for the small organization. Even if they want to target uh, the organization which came every year and take good number of candidates, they can make proposal one for them and one for the organizations which are new in the GSoC. So this way they can maintain the balance between these orgs. And others will be like try to get into active organizations. Like there are some organizations in GSoC which are active only during the time of GSoC only. They are not active throughout the whole year. So it is not preferable to go into these organizations, because you can't make commits during GSoC before GSoC period. So it will be difficult to get into these into these organizations, and these organizations have very less projects selected every year. So before before joining any organization, check their GitHub and check the activity on each repo, like how many people are contributing it, when was the last contribution made, how active are the mentors. This will help you in selecting a proper organization. And later, like I already told all the methods to select an organization. Then select relevant projects which suits your interest, and you have already done similar kinds of project in the past. Then seek to your mentor. Like when you first seek to your mentor, don't ask irrelevant questions. By relevant questions, I mean like asking questions like how to set up the project, how to like do basic things. So like I when I initially reached my mentor, I asked questions like what kind of data set you are using, what kind of technologies we will be using, and what this is my basic proposal. I also make a basic pre-proposals before reaching them out. Like I made 2-3 pages of flow, like what I am thinking about this project. Then you can send them, because if you will be asking silly questions, first of all they will not respond. So it will be beneficial for you to make a pre-proposal kind of thing, like 2-3 pages short, in which you have mentioned everything, all the technologies you are thinking to use and how can you do this, and then reach out to your mentor. Then there will be chances of them responding to you. And like uh, you can do what contact your previous GSoCers. It's like you have to do this. Contact either on LinkedIn or GitHub or anything else, and ask the previous GSoCers like how is the community, what kind of like the organization is, and how, if you are not finding the Slack or the mailing list of the organization, you can seek the help from the previous GSoCers, and ask them. So this is a thing to note. Yeah, so I guess all the tips which I need to discuss with you are done. Now we can like move on to the questions if you want.
Thank you so much, Dhruv, for those wonderful insights. I'm certain that you have motivated many of us to engage in open source contributions and pursue the projects they are passionate about. So now it's the time
Thank
for
you.
the Q&A session. We have
Yeah.
compiled a list of commonly asked questions, and we'll start with the first one. The
Okay.
first one is, how does participation in GSoC contribute to career advancement and enhance prospects during job placements? And how should one effectively highlight this experience on a CV or resume?
Okay. So talking about GSoC as an experience to your resume, it gives a highlight to your resume because it's very different from the other internships you do because in GSoC whatever you are doing, whatever work you are doing, it's openly available on GitHub and anyone can check that. So uh, it's the it's a key point that anyone can check that. And it definitely adds to your resume. Like there are many organizations which seek candidates who have done GSoC only. They prefer those candidates. And if you talk about the remote, like today in the today's world, remote culture is booming up. So these kinds of organizations give preference to the GSoCers because if you are working for some kind of project, you already know how to set up basic things and you know how to work in an organization. So they definitely prefer you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that the points are pretty clear to everyone. The second question is that, is there still an opportunity for newcomers to engage in GSoC despite the presence of experienced candidates? And what initial steps can beginners take to identify high quality projects within the open source community?
Okay. So yeah, beginners can definitely try in GSoC. It's not that they can't do GSoC because like 90% of the GSoCers are students. And speaking specifically about India, most of the GSoCers are from India only. And like from 2023, GSoC is open to all. Like before that, it was only open to students only. From 23, anyone can participate, even if it's a professional. The only thing is you need to be 18 plus. So definitely, the competition has increased. Also, the awareness have increased among the people. So yeah, I can say that competition have increased a lot. But you can still try if you plan strategically, like all the steps which I have mentioned, like selecting a good kind of organization, and then making good proposal and making good PRs and starting early. It like even though right now we don't have that much time, but if you would have started from let's say from December or like January, if you have made some good contributions till now, you have a very good chance of getting selected in GSoC. So yeah, beginners can try uh, in GSoC as well if they are putting in some efforts from starting on. Yeah.
Right. So a great strategy and a great project really helps for beginners, and yes, they can try as well. The third
Sure.
question is that, if you could elaborate on grafting a strong GSoC proposal, like if you could summarize all those points, including any changes in the contribution process for this year, and the strategies to ensure one's GSoC proposal stands out among multiple candidates.
Okay. So speaking about GSoC proposals, it basically depends upon your organization needs. So different organizations have different kinds of proposals. Like in my organization, it was specifically more aligned towards research part. So I mentioned the research papers and all those things, all the methods in detail. But I have seen proposals who are like just like 4, 5 or 6 pages also. So yeah, it depends upon organizations. Some kind of organizations prefer PRs over your proposals. So mentioning 4 or 5 PRs in your proposal will be a good idea. But in organizations which are new, and which don't prefer, which are not active during GSoC, before like they are active only during GSoC, so they prefer your proposal. So you need to make sure that you seek the help from previous GSoCers of your organization, contact them, ask their proposals, and ask the key things that help them to make their proposal stand out. So this is the main thing that seek out help from your previous GSoCers and ask for their proposals.
Very rightly said. Yes. So people can, take help from the previous GSoCers, and yes, you can connect with them on LinkedIn as well, and drop your questions if you have any. So the fourth question is like people are really very curious to know your AI/ML journey. If you could share something about that as well.
Okay, so I am an electrical engineering graduate. So during my second year, basically started exploring this field of MLAI. At the end of my second year, started doing coding in Python. I was interning at Siemens at that time, and I started exploring what Python is and like what is MLAI. And from then, like it's no back turning. I basically keep learning things. In MLAI, the thing is that we are getting new things every day, like new projects, new models, new research papers are coming every day. So you need to keep yourself updated. You need to study daily. It's the main point in MLAI. And yeah, if getting into MLAI, there are like two kinds of things right now. Either you complete the basics, like complete your ML, complete your deep learning, everything in depth, and then go into the field of research or something. Or either you can do one thing like recently a new field of AI is coming along, which is generative AI. Everyone would have known, I guess, like Chat GPT, all those LLMs. These all came under large language models. These all are under generative AI. So in this field, what the thing is that you don't need to have the complete knowledge of the basics. Even if your implementation is good, like you know how to implement the models and you know how to deploy them over the cloud, you will be well enough. Like anyone can hire you then. So yeah, it's upon you like how you want to go in this field right now, because too much is coming on the daily basis.
Right. So if anyone's interested, they can explore this field. Like it's really very vast, and yes, they have a lot of things to do. Okay. So the next question is like, since GSoC is starting on the 18th, so if anyone starts doing the peer right now, so what are the chances of them getting selected?
Yeah, if you even if you start getting PRs right now, you have fair enough chance of getting selected into GSoC, because like till 18th you have like 17 days, and if you try hard, you can like make some good PRs as well right now. Like 3 4 good contributions will be good enough to get selected in GSoC, and then like make a good proposal in the period you have, and yeah, you can get selected. And also like one important thing which I would like to mention is communication is very important. Like how you communicate well with your mentor. Even I know that many of the mentors don't respond on time because they have other works to do as well. But make sure to find anyone from the organization with whom you can like communicate your things, how you are doing, so that you are in the eye of the organization. Yeah, that this guy is making contribution, and this is a potential candidate. So make sure to contribute, um, in like maintain your quality of the code, and secondly make sure you have good communication with in the community of whatever the Slack, mailing list, whatever they have.
Yeah. Okay. So. Uh, okay, people are also asking about the resources which you follow to get into the machine learning field, if you could share.
Yeah, so like you, like everyone of us have started learning things from YouTube only. So initially I was learning things from YouTube only. No paid courses, just only these courses on the YouTube. There's a one YouTuber which is Campus X, if you guys know. He's like you can follow him. His ML lectures are very good. To brush up your basics, you can follow him, and later on, like first of all, ML and deep learning you can follow from him, and later on you can move on to advanced things like LLM, transformers, all these things. So you need to in if you want to be successful in the field of MLAI, you need to get the habit of reading research papers. Initially you will not get anything, but later on if you keep on reading them, you will get the habit of grasping what the thing is. So yeah, if you can do this thing like reading research papers, and initially you have to start from YouTube only, then later on if you can shift to research papers, it will be good.
Yes, very right. Like
So how
YouTube
do we
is a
create the
vast.
research papers?
What?
Sorry, if you could repeat yourself.
Like how can we go into research papers?
Research papers. Yeah, so basically research papers are
Yes, sir.
open open to all. Like you can there's a website, I'm not remembering right now, AVRX something. Like you can get to know about the research papers. Like you can follow some of the influencers over LinkedIn. Like I have been following some people who regularly post the famous research papers that have come this week. So you will be getting like this. These are the research papers that have come this week. So go and read them. Like do one thing. Like what I do is like on Saturday and Sunday I have the habit of like reading some research papers which have come this week. So this will make sure that even if you don't know the complete architecture, you will know that something similar of this have come in the market, and later on you can explore it on different resources like YouTube or something. So this is what I follow right now.
I
Yeah.
hope, Tushika, your doubt is clear. And if anyone else is also having a doubt, they can just raise their hands. Like, we have one more question in the chat box. Okay, Krishna, you can unmute and ask your question, please. I think he has some connection issues. Till then, we can go on to the next question, which says that. Mm, okay, no. Hello, Krishna. Am I audible?
No issues. Like anyone, if you have any question, you can put them in the chat as well.
I think that most of the questions are covered.
Yeah.
Okay,
No
Krishna, you
issues.
can write your question in the chat box as well.
Yeah. Is GSoC for front-end students? Yeah, GSoC is for everyone. Like they are different. You can participate through any kind of technology. Either it is front-end, back-end, ML, Android, any kind of technology you want. How to start as a beginner? So, like I would like to know, like, what is your definition of beginner? Like, I guess someone who is not much experienced. So, like if you are new to the open source, I would suggest you to make at least some good projects initially, which can showcase your skills. Because if you have not done any internships, then your projects will be very important to showcase. And secondly, like during GSoC period, you try to make some contributions, and you have good projects, you have good proposal, then you can definitely get selected.
Okay, so Krishna's question was that can you suggest the repositories of the organizations to contribute from today itself?
Okay, so like I haven't checked the many repositories of this year GSoC because I'm not following much this time. But yeah, you can check out the website I initially mentioned in my blog. I'll share it up here. You can check that part and find the organization as per your needs. Because like everyone have different thing. Like you might be following front end or back end, so I don't know that. So you can put the filters and find the organization from there only.
Okay, and yes, GSoC is completely free actually. Yeah. Okay, we have one more question in the chat box. While applying for new organizations, should we make some commits before submitting the proposal? In case we come across an organization asking to submit resume and proposal, so how can we get to contribute in that organization if the repository link is not given?
Yeah, so if you are applying for new organizations, their code base is also open. So try to make the potential use, like try to make the PRs you can make as well. Even after during the proposal period, you can regularly make the PRs as well. And I have seen some GSoCers, like my friends are there, who were even contributing even after the submission of their proposal. So this will definitely improve your chances. And talking about submission of resume, so yeah, resume is good. Like if I tell about myself, my organization also wanted to submit the resume. So in specifically to GSoC, try to make more than one page, like 2 page or 3 page, whatever you can make, and try to showcase all the kinds of projects you have worked upon, and make sure at least you include 2 or 3 projects which are specific to your like your the project you are going to work. And if you have any kinds of internship or experience as well, then it will be good. You will be given preference. Yeah. So, and how can I contribute to that organization if its repo link is not given? No, like most of the organizations are open and their GitHub will be given as well. I don't think so there will be any kind of fork whose GitHub is like GitHub page is not there. So you can check their GitHub page and can check the issues if they are having. If they are not having issues, that means they are not an active organization, and they just seek your proposal only. So in these kinds of organization, try to avoid much on the PRs. Just focus on your proposal only, and get your proposal reviewed again and again by your mentor, and ask what are the things you can change, and then yeah, submit it. Okay.
I
So
hope
next
that,
question. Yeah.
like, I guess that all of the doubts are clear. But Ramakrishna has like a small little query. Like he knows Python, SQL, Pandas, Matplotlib library, but he hasn't done any ML projects. So if you could guide him further.
Okay. So even on the basis of Python and SQL, there might be some projects who are just focusing on Python and SQL. But yeah, if there is another candidate who have worked on ML and all those core technologies, he will be given preference over you, definitely. So I will suggest you to make at least a one project at least. And if you are not ready, like there are many people who are trying to get into GSoC, but you should keep one thing in mind that if you are not ready, like you have not done any previous intern right now, or any you don't have any exposure to GitHub, you don't have any exposure to making projects or anything. So I feel that it is not the right time for you to get into GSoC. First of all, like you should keep in mind that this is a very competitive program, and many candidates are fighting for it, and many candidates are making PRs all year round. So it will be very difficult to get into. And if you are not at that potential right now, so you can try later for the next year as well for GSoC. Build your profile at that time, do another internships. So yeah, by the way, you can make some projects right now as well, and can send it to them. Yeah.
Yeah, so making a good profile and a project will also be a plus point for you in getting your selection done. Uh, so thank you for your questions and participations, everyone. I hope you have learned something new and useful from this session. And if you have any further queries, you can reach out the mentors on LinkedIn or on our community page, and we would be happy to help you. And if you guys have any questions, you can either raise your hands or drop them on the chat box. Uh, And also, guys, we have shared a feedback form in the chat box. It would be very helpful if you could fill out that as well.
Anshul, you
Uh,
don't need to register for the GSoC. It's just like when the proposal period will get open, you just need to submit your proposal. That's it only. Yeah. Is GSoC help in placement? yeah, like I already mentioned initially, that it will be a plus point to your resume. It will definitely help you in the placement. Talking about MNCs, they don't prefer that much. Like they prefer more about the DSA and the CP skills, but definitely in the remote work companies and the new startups, they definitely prefer GSoC candidates. Yeah. So proposal will be open after 18th this year. So till then you can make some relevant contributions. No, you don't apply as a team. You apply as an individual. Yeah, so my proposal is actually on LinkedIn. I'll share you my link. You can connect with me and ask your doubts. Just a second. So this is my LinkedIn. You can connect me over, and if you have any further doubts, even after the session, you can reach me anytime. Uh, will also share my blog as well. Yeah. If same idea is submitted by two or more people. Yeah, this happens. For my project, when I ask my mentor, more than 10 people have submitted proposal for my specific project. So this happens like even if you talk about big organizations, they have like 25, 30 proposals only for a single project. So this kind of competition is there in GSoC.
So yes, it depends on your proposal. You have to make it stand out among so many of them.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any more questions now. Everything is clear, I hope.
Yeah.
So
Later
thank
on,
you.
you guys
Yeah.
can connect with me on LinkedIn and can ask any relevant doubts you have.
Yes. The feedback form is in the chat box. I would request everyone to fill it. And also the LinkedIn of Dhruv Tyagi and the blog is also shared in the chat box. You can access it from there. And yes, thank you everyone for being such a wonderful audience. Your participation has truly made this session special. And I hope everyone has learned something new from here. And yes, we'll love to see so many of the contributions from this year. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Dhruv, for your insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, then I'm leaving. You can guys then later on connect with me. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Dhruv.
Bye.
So, yes, people, thank you so much for joining in. You can now leave the session. Thank you so much. And yes, it would be really helpful if you fill the feedback form. Abhinav, Karthik, thank you so much for joining in. You can now leave the session. Thank you so much.